Good morning, friends. I got myself a glass right here, and before I have anything, I made this like detox drink. It is a mixture of the actual skin of a pineapple and some cinnamon sticks, and I just threw them all in the pot and simmered them and just been drinking them. It's kind of, I like to add a little sweetener, but you could drink it warm or you can drink it cold, whatever you want to do. I'm just gonna have mine cold, but it's really good. Pineapple has like a ton of benefits for like arthritis, inflammation. It's a natural diuretic. It's like really great enzymes and stuff like that. And then cinnamon is really good for bloating, weight loss, hunger. It's just one of those things. You could totally Google it, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and have some of that. Me and Leo have been drinking that, and I'm gonna finish this before I start on any coffee today. So we're gonna have a full day of eating low carb with macros. You heard that right. We got some macros coming up today, so I'll be back later. Okay, so we are going to go in with our coffee. This is what I've been doing lately. We don't have an ice machine, we have no ice, but luckily this stuff's cold, so it doesn't bother me. But anyways, we're going to have some of this Stoke cold brew coffee. We're going to have about 8 ounces, I don't know, we're going to fill it up, okay? And then I'm going to throw in one of the Premier Protein Caramel protein shakes. And then I'm going to top it with about 12 grams of sugar-free Whip, and then sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on there. And that's going to be it. It's going to be like our at-home Starbucks drink or whatever. It's really easy, and it's really filling as well. You guys know I've been doing low-carb, low-fat, just way of eating right now. My carbs are anywhere between like 100, maybe 150. I am counting my macros, so I'll share them with you. Fat's been really low, and I've been doing really good. The scale is moving, finally, so I'm happy about that, and I'm feeling good. So, nonetheless, let's carry on. I'm going to go ahead and serve this up. I'm like a barista now. If you guys want to place your order, let me know. Okay, my friends, we're going to have ourselves some breakfast. It's 10:15, so I'm getting a little hungry. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like an omelet-ish type deal. So we're going to use some egg whites. I'm going to do about 12 tablespoons of egg whites. We're going to take some of this Trader Joe's shredded 3 Trees blend. I like this one because it's the light one, and so the fat isn't as high. So I'll probably do, I don't know, probably about the 1/4 of a cup of this. So that'll leave us with 4, 1 carb, and 8 protein. So we're going to do that. I'm going to throw in some of this mushroom medley. That's Leo with the drills, or the sauce. Sorry, guys. We're going to do a serving of this mushroom medley. I like this a lot. And we're going to add in some fire roasted peppers. And I think we're going to do like a low carb wrap and top it with some salsa. But real easy, honestly. These have been like my favorite breakfast lately. So I'm just going to enjoy that. But real easy. I do weigh out everything. That's been the one thing I have been doing as I'm using my Fitness Pal again. Staying below around 1,300 calories and just staying real low carb and low fat. Not super low carb. Like I said, it's probably about 100 or so grams, give or take. I'm feeling good, so that's really what's mattering the most to me. Yesterday I did have some of these shredded potatoes, like shredded hash browns. I did like 80 grams of them, and I was still able to keep my my carb macros under 100 grams, so it was pretty good. But yeah, so we're gonna do a little veggie omelet with some wrap and do like a breakfast burrito, I think. So it's gonna be real good. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that up. I'm gonna put everything into a frying pan, and I'll be back. So I'm gonna go in with about 160, I think, grams of the what is this called? The pepper blend. And then I have about 80 grams of the frozen mushroom medley. And I'm going to throw this into my pan. I have it over here for preheating. I just lost some of my stuff because I use this fine china and it just can't handle the weight. But yeah, so I'm just going to kind of swirl this oil around just to coat my pan so I can fry up my stuff. And drop that in there. It already smells really, really good because I'm using the garlic olive oil. And then I'm going to go through, this is going to take maybe 6 or 7 minutes to cook up. And then I have my scale over here, and I'm going to go in with my egg whites. If you wanted to use whole eggs, you can totally do that too. But again, I am just doing, just going for real, like I said, low fat, low carb. So I need to do about 150 grams of egg whites. So I just weigh everything out, guys. A scale is just a necessity if you're kind of doing what I'm doing right now. But I'm really happy with it because I am enjoying a lot more things that I normally wouldn't have. You know, like I said, I had the shredded potatoes yesterday and I ate them without guilt. I had a banana. I had like a quarter of a banana. It was like 20 grams of banana on some low carb bread yesterday. It was delicious. And I was still I'm still eating everything, but in moderation and just doing portion control. And 1 second, let me turn this camera around so we can talk. All right, guys, I'm sorry. When I have to sleep with my hair in a braid and I kind of just keep it like this. But what I wanted to say, I'm going to prepare everything while we're talking. This is how I lost a bulk of my weight. It was MyFitnessPal, low carb, kind of low fat, and tracking everything. And I did well. And I feel like I need to go back to basics. And right now I'm still losing the weight I've gained, which I know it's all water weight, so that weight will come off quick. But I have no regrets of switching. I'm cooking a lot more things now, and I feel like they're not as heavy. So I'm enjoying it. And you know, that's all that matters, you know. And whatever, you know, journey you guys take. I was really nervous when I had did that that update video, and I was kind of nervous how everybody was going to react and stuff like that. But I'm glad I did it. But I have noticed recently that a lot of people are you know, switching their plans. I noticed one girl went like to Weight Watchers and this and that, and I guess they were being attacked. I don't think that's cool. I didn't really get attacked too much when I did it. I had mostly what people said to me was like, I had this one girl who was always like running her mouth. So it was like, only thing I really got that was consistent about that video that people were saying was my language. That people were upset with how I was talking. And I was like, and then some people who are like, who go hard for intermittent fasting were like coming for me. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not judging people who intermittent fast. I kind of fast. I don't eat after 7 o'clock at night because that's what I did before. That's what I was always told. You know, your metabolism slows down after 7. So I don't eat after 7. And I try not to eat any, and it's not because I'm fasting. It's just I feel like if I eat super early in the morning and then I'm starving the whole day. So I try not to eat anything until, like I'll have my coffee and stuff like that. And I'll have like a protein coffee. But like a meal, I try not to eat anything before 9 o'clock because then I just feel like I'm eating the whole day. And Leo's the same way. He's like, I try not to eat too early because if I eat like really early in the morning, I'm freaking starving all day. So it's just one of those things, like you turn on the oven and it's just, you have to keep going, you know? So yeah, I'm just over here cooking up these frozen veggies. And yeah, we're gonna do something with ground turkey for dinner tonight. Still not entirely sure, but I defrosted it. So that part of the battle is won. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put all this stuff into my phone and then I'll show you my breakfast when it's done. Okay, so here is mine. So you guys probably seen that and you're like, man, Daniela, it doesn't seem like a lot of food. But look at the size of this. This is like such a big omelet. I had to cut it into 2 pieces. So it is a lot, but it's very, you know, it's low calories, low fat, low carb, and it's good. It's good, nutritious food. You know what I mean? So it could be done, guys. It could be done, I promise. So I'm gonna let this cool off. I'm actually making Leo his serving right now. This is Leo's. We did the same count for the veggies, but I did give him a half a cup of the shredded potatoes, so the shredded hash browns, so he can have like a breakfast skillet. And I'm going to use egg whites for his as well, and I'm going to give him a tortilla. So you know, give him a nice breakfast. He's not indulging. He's doing really, really well so far. And I want to kind of keep him on that track. So I'm going to make his breakfast and then I'll be back. All right, so I am going to have one of these low-carb tortillas. These are this one. We have one of those. Sorry, guys. And then I did top it with 2 tablespoons of the 505 flame roasted green chili salsa because I like it. So this, my friends, is what's for breakfast. It's really, really good. We got Leo's done. I'm going to call him up to eat. But it's a good portion. It's filling. It's good. It's a lot of volume because we have a lot of veggies and stuff like that. So that's why it looks so bulky. But it's essentially super low in calories, carbs, everything. But it's really packed with nutrients. And that's how I've been loving eating lately. And I'm losing, you know, like I said, it is water weight, but I'm dropping about 1 pound a day. So it's working, right? I mean, until it doesn't. But all right, let's go have some breakfast. All right, so I'm gonna have a snack. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take 2 pieces of this keto-friendly bread from Costco. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna weigh this out. This is the Smucker's sugar-free strawberry jam. And then we have a banana, but I'm only gonna take half of that. And I have my macros already completed for the day. So you guys are gonna be really surprised at what I come up with and what I'm still eating. So don't be so hasty to judge. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on there. And that's what I'm gonna have as a snack. So I'm gonna toast up my bread here. I need a better toaster. I think we bought this toaster when we first got married and it was like $10 or, you know, like one of those like crazy cheap sales. And it's either like cooked or burnt. Like it's barely toasted or it's burnt. But I just hate investing in like a toaster. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna have like spaghetti with ground turkey mixed with the red sauce for dinner, which is gonna be really good. I'm really excited for that. Drop that in there. And yeah, so we're gonna have ground turkey with some noodles and some red sauce, a real like warm dinner, which I'm excited for. And yeah, but let me just go ahead and put this all together. I'm trying to do everything with one hand, but don't guys, don't be like, oh God, this girl's going off the deep end. She got a banana. They aren't the enemy. The bananas aren't the enemy, I promise you. You know what I did want to tell you guys? I don't know if you've seen that Chalk Zero came out with their own like Nutella, like a hazelnut spread. And I'm going to jump on and order that right now because I keep seeing people on Instagram with it. So if you guys wanted to use like my discount and order yourself some, you can. It's that's what I'm going to use to order mine. But it's looking real good. And it's super clean. I mean, it's cleanish. But I really like the macros so I can fit them in with my day. And how good would this would this have tasted with the Nutella, like the hazelnut spread instead of the strawberry jam? Ugh, I wish I had it. I wish I did. But yeah, it's a new thing that they came out with. So I was like, dang, I need to try that. It looked real tasty. So yeah, so here is my snack. It's just that toast with this is 30 grams of a banana, and that is 2 tablespoons of that sugar-free jam. Becky's eating the other half of the banana. She's so excited. She's like, Mom, you're not keto no more? You're gonna eat the banana with me? So like yesterday, she gave me grapes. It's just funny how she like pays attention to everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and snack on this. So I am cleaning up my house. It's Monday, you know, we clean around here. So anyways, I'm cleaning up and the mail just came, and Perfect Keto came out with some daily electrolyte drink enhancers. So we got the lemon lime flavor and we got the pink lemonade, which a lot of people are like, well, you're not even keto anymore. You should still always maintain your electrolytes. That's just, you know, the smart thing to do. That's why there's like Gatorade and Powerade and stuff like that. But I'm like really excited to try these. You guys know Leo and I swear by the Perfect Keto electrolyte pills. Leo thinks are like the cure. If you had a night of drinking the adult bevies, Leo swears up and down that those things cure it. Like he just feels like $1 million. He takes 2 before he goes to bed and then takes another one in the morning when he wakes up, and he's like, I can conquer the world. So anyways, these are the drinks here. Let's look at so it has vitamin D, magnesium, chloride, sodium, and potassium. All right. And it's sweetened with stevia leaf extract. So I don't know, I'm excited. What flavor. You know what? I'm going to actually make one of these right now because Leo's downstairs working. So we'll make one of these and we'll give it to him. But,
For Daddy?
yeah, I'm going to try some too. I love these. What are the...
Which one are you going to try?
45 calories. Yeah, I'm excited. Cool. So if you guys wanted to try your own, I definitely have a coupon down below. I'll leave it linked and everything. You guys can try out the Perfect Keto. You guys know I love their collagen too. If you guys were keto and you wanted to get the powdered MCT, that one's really good. I really like their powdered MCT oil. I just don't take it right now. They have really good bars too. I prefer the cookies over the bars any day, hands down. The cookies are really, really good. So yeah, I'm gonna try this. I think I'll do the pink lemonade. But yeah, I didn't even know these were a thing.
Can I help you make one for Dad?
Yeah, so Rebecca's gonna help me make one for her dad. All right, so I'm just gonna, you know what? We could have put this in a water bottle. It's probably what we should have did. But they come with a little scooper. You stick yourself a little scoop.
I feel like...
It smells good. Drop that in there.
Can I put the next scoop?
No, it just needs one, Mama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's give it a little mix here. Okay, so I'm gonna try it before I bring it down to Leo. It dissolves pretty well too. Just you had to stir it. It's good. It's not like, you know, some of these mixes. I've tried some ones off of Amazon, and they like leave that gritty taste like on your tongue, you know, where you can kind of feel it. This one isn't. It's not super sweet. It's almost like a watered down pink lemonade, but this would be really good for like working out, since we're working down in the basement, especially in the summer when it gets really hot. Wow, my dad would really like these too.
You should order some more for Papa.
Yeah, I think so. I think we gotta order some for my dad.
Was it expensive? Or cheap?
She's so knows. Was it expensive? But all right, I'm gonna bring this down to Leo. This is really good. Definitely recommend, guys. I haven't tried the lemon lime, but the pink lemonade is really, really good. And it has everything. So it says vitamin D, which is really good for immunity, 125%. So magnesium, 250 milligrams. So there's 25 mics of vitamin D, 250 milligrams of magnesium, 365 grams of chloride, which is pink Himalayan salt and sodium chloride, sodium 250 milligrams, potassium 600 milligrams. This will be really good too. And also, I know this is probably not something you guys want to talk about, especially if you're new to starting keto, or if you are going lower in carb, you tend to get a little constipated, especially if you're going keto. You really do need these electrolytes, okay guys? You need the magnesium and the potassium to keep your bowels going. So it's very important, very, very important. Take it from somebody who had to learn the hard way. But yeah, this is great. I love this. So thanks Perfect Keto for coming out with something that's good. All right, I'm gonna start cooking up this meat, and I think when Alexa, pause.
Alexa.
Hold on.
Alexa. Pause.
Sorry, I had my music going. So I'm going to start cooking up this ground turkey. This is the Butterball 85% lean ground turkey. I bought it like on discount, and then I just freeze it. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's 3 pounds. So I'm going to take probably 1.5 pounds. So I'm just going to slice it down the middle. And I'm going to do 1.5 pounds just for like a pasta dinner tonight with the red sauce. And then I'm going to take the other 1.5 pounds and I'm just going to brown it and season it with a little sazon and make it like so we can have tacos. So the kids could kind of pick, and then I can have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So that's kind of a little trick, is I'll buy like a bigger amount of meat and then cook it and just season it 2 different ways. And then, you know, you can just have the rest for lunch. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to prep up some of these potatoes. You can have these potatoes. Again, look, there's only 13 carbs. I know this is crazy for some of you guys, and again, you can do whatever you want, but this is basically how I'm changing the whole dynamic. But seriously, this is how I'm changing up, and it's working. Just still wait till you see everything broken down. I don't know, maybe I'll have some, I don't know, I probably won't have, I don't know, I have to see kind of what my day looks like. But you could have these are just the mini little potatoes, but I'm going to make them for Leo and the kids. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them up, toss them in a bowl with a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to season them, and then I'm going to throw them in the air fryer. So another thing that'll be cooked up in the fridge. You could have these, you just have to you know, make sure you know that 110 grams is 70 calories and 13 total carbs, no fat, and 2 protein. So it's all about the macros, all about portion control, and, you know, eating good, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We have the ground turkey browning right now. This is just gonna be the one that I'm gonna use for a, is there any pasta noodles? Okay, wheel. There's no pasta for the fam. Okay, well, we'll figure out something else. My bad. Well, you guys could just do ground turkey tacos with tortillas tonight. And I'll make potatoes. See what happens? It's real life around here. We don't have them. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to take a couple packets of this sazon, and I'm going to just toss it in there just to season it up. And they'll have that. They could add in some potatoes with it and eat really well. And then air fry everything. I'm still going to brown up this meat and serve mine over pasta because that's what I want. It's kind of what I have a taste for. But, you know, teach its own. We got a couple of different meals, but we're using the same meat. And again, I'm really just enjoying this. I hope you guys can see the variety and how, you know, and again, keto works really well for those are, you know, oncologists recommend it. I think it's really, really great. Those who are diabetic, who have to stay away from these things. But if you're just doing it strictly for weight loss and you're not seeing the results, you know, there is another option. Okay, there's always another option is what my point is. And I feel like I'm cooking more fresh ingredients now because I can, and I'm like kind of excited for all the different possibilities I can kind of, you know, throw together. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, cut these up. I'm gonna let that ground turkey brown, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so I started cooking this, and then I was like, this kind of smells weird. And sometimes I get like, you know, my sense of smell gets kind of heightened when it's that time. So I'm like, maybe it's just me, you know, and it's just like my, what do you call me, a bloodhound? Yep. And I was like, maybe that's it. So I called Leo, and he's like, no, it smells. He's like, you should be fine. And after I got sick from the salmon, I'm not playing that. So we're tossing this. And here's another thing that is just real life around here. So now we got to figure out what the hell we're going to have for dinner. But we got it. So scratch the ground turkey. Plan B's coming up. I'll be back when I can figure it out. All right, so luckily my kids, my mother-in-law made pozole for the girls and sent over like a big old pot of it. So the girls, manly, she sends over a lot. So at least we have something for them. We gotta figure out what we're gonna have now. I'm like really kind of pissed off that this happened. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I mean, I probably could have eaten it and probably would have been fine.
It tastes funny.
Yeah, I don't want to get sick again. If you've ever had like food poisoning, like it's awful. It is awful. And you don't want a round of food poisoning during these times because then you're like, is that you, girl? Rona? You knocking on my door? I ain't trying to answer. So, yeah. That's really frustrating. So, sorry about this, guys. Sorry. But we will figure out. I have tilapia in there that I had defrosted, so we will make that. That's what we're gonna do. But first, let's get the kids' pozole together and toss this stuff out. Okay, so here is the potatoes. They look really good. You could always add seasoning later. You could add seasoning, you can't take it away. So I don't go as heavy, especially with like the Tilapia Mama one, because it can be really salty, and Leo's really sensitive to like salty stuff, and it will like totally ruin the meal for him. So I just coated it and tossed it. So, it was black pepper, a little bit of garlic, and the Tilapia Mama. And we're just gonna use our air fryer. We've been using this thing so much lately. How about it, Lee? I'm gonna throw it in probably 400 for about 25 minutes. And call it a day. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got this One Lonely tilapia loin fillet. I'm gonna cook that up. So we're gonna have that. I'm going to take these tomatoes, a couple of these Greek Kalamata olives, and I'm pretty sure I have some balsamic vinegar in there. Watch it, Becky. And I'm going to make like a little side, like a little bruschetta with it. And we'll have that, and I think I'm gonna put some of that naan bread on the side. I don't know, I gotta kind of get creative here. check the macros, figure it all out, but I think that's kind of what we're looking at right now. And I might actually just throw this on a wrap maybe. I don't know, man. I had a whole damn meal and messed me all up. So it's all good though. Okay, crisis is diverted. They have the pozole. Leo, Becky, Rhea, Sophie are eating that. I'm gonna have a piece of tilapia. Some people are gonna say this is like not the best choice, but you know, I like tilapia. I'm still trying to make up with salmon right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, what the hell, I got a piece of lime on my finger. I'm gonna have some of the Tilapia Mama seasoning on it and some black pepper. And then we're gonna fry it in a pan with just a little bit of oil just to get it nice and crispy. So again, you're gonna wanna be, you know, gentle with this. You don't wanna go too much. I'm kind of going too much, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and season this up, drop this in the pan, and that's what we're gonna have. I've been loving tilapia. It's been my jam lately, so I don't know, it's my thing. I'm just gonna drop it in the oil. And then what I do is I just season the other side. This only takes a few minutes. And then we're gonna top it with some black pepper. So that's gonna be our protein. I'm really salty about that ground turkey, guys. I'm really sorry about that. Kind of embarrassed, not gonna lie. Never buying meat on sale again, like that, like reduced. Learned my lesson. I'm gonna take some of these tomatoes. I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna cut them up. I'm gonna take some fresh basil, a couple of these Kalamata olives, take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and some balsamic and some garlic, a little bit of salt, and we're gonna have like a little bruschetta to go with our tilapia, and we're gonna have a small serving of those potatoes, and we're gonna top them with some cheese. And I just looked at my macros, and it looks like for total like net carbs, we're looking under like around 50-60, so we're still doing good, you know. So I'm gonna clean these off and start chopping them and let this fry up. And here is our little thing of bruschetta. This is about 10 ounces of those tomatoes. It's 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and about 3 tablespoons of the balsamic. And it's 2 like giant leaves of the fresh basil, some salt, pepper, and garlic. And you just season to taste. And then you kind of just let it sit for a minute and like all the stuff absorb. This is something you probably should have, I should have made before, but you know, we winging it. But it looks beautiful, doesn't it? I think so. So you just kind of stir it up. I did cut these tomatoes in half, that's why they kind of look like a lot. So, but definitely adding some volume to it. Okay, so here is my plate. That's 110 grams of those potatoes. Just cut up, and then I air fried them. They came out really good, nice and crispy. That's 3.5 ounces of the tilapia loin, and this is just half of the serving of the tomatoes. I have the other half over there. I'm going to put it all on the plate right now, but this is what it's looking like. I'm also going to take some of these Laughing Cow cheeses, and I'm going to put them over the potatoes to make them like a cheesy potato. And I love these things because they're like nice and creamy. And oh, you know what I forgot? My olives. Right back. Okay, so here is my plate again. So this is 30 grams of those black olives. Everything else, I still have like half a bowl of the tomatoes and my Laughing Cow cheese. This, my friends, was dinner. I kind of slapped together because my other plan fell through. Sorry about that. I'm like super embarrassed. I was telling Leo I'm really embarrassed about this, but it looks really good, smells really good, and I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my dinner. Okay, my friends, it's after dinner. I have my new series premiering today. So if you guys have not seen that video, please go back, check it out. It is a new true crime series I started. It's all Chicago based. It's like my baby right now, and I would love for you guys to support it. And please watch, share, all the things. But we're getting ready to sit down and watch it. And me and Leo are going to have some coffee because, you know, we're adults. So Leo got some of these Hostess Twinkie coffees, so I'm going to make him one. I can't even drink those anymore. But remember, they have those suspicious carbs in them. But nonetheless, I'm just going to have a donut shop one because, I don't know. I feel like stuff like that is just too sweet for me now. And yeah, so I'm going to have coffee. I just cleaned that coffee pot. And I'm going to throw a little half and half into my coffee. And I'm going to go over my macros with you right now. All right, so due to the mishap with everything with the meat and stuff, I had to kind of get creative, and I want to always make sure that I'm eating at least I want to eat all my calories. So I'm doing about 1,300 calories a day, okay? That's what my fitness pal suggested for me to lose weight, okay? So we're at 1308, so we're down by 8. We're like negative in the 8, but that's okay. We're going to go over our macros. I do want to say this really quickly. I am going to have a Robert Irving bar with my coffee while I'm watching the premiere of the series. So that's going to be like my sweet treat. I try not to eat those too much because they're really addicting and they're really delicious. But I rather eat more food with more volume. I don't like to really like indulge too much in the bars. But if you're looking for a good snack, that's one of them. So this is what my macros are looking like. So we have 122 grams of protein. We have, hold on, 138 total carbs with 58 grams of fiber. I'm not a math genius, so let's go to the calculator. 158 minus 38, about 120 grams of total carbs. Not too bad. I'm okay with that. I know you keto people, like the keto people, are probably stroking, but did I do that right? No, I actually didn't do that right. Let's go back to the drawing board. It's 138 minus 58. 80 total carbs that are net carbs. That's great for me. My goal is to stay, I don't like to go over like 100, 125 net carbs. So that's good. And you guys see now I was eating really, really good stuff. And my total fat is only 44 grams. So it's like a big, I'm trying to see if you guys can see this here. Yeah, fat was 44. So I know that's different than what you see, but I'm watching the scale. I'm weighing myself every day just to make sure that this is working. I try to do that. I don't like to rely on the scale because I hate her, but I have to make sure that I'm not gaining. I need to make sure that this is working. So I usually try to just kind of watch the scale for like the first 2 weeks. And as long as it continuously trends down, then we're good. If at 2 week point, I start gaining or I stall, then we need to go back and readjust, okay? And like I said, I've been successfully losing about a whole pound a day. So again, it's water weight. It's not like real weight, but it's working, you know what I mean? So yeah, so total protein 122, carbs 138 with fiber 58, leaving us with 80 net carbs. Sugar was 26 grams, fat 44. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy, I'm eating good, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So it's a little bit of something different, but you see we're eating good, we're cooking good, and I'm happy. And that's all that matters in the long run. So I'm gonna go watch my video, and I'm so excited for this, and I hope you guys liked today's video. If you guys are new, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, friends.